So the crypto market in full recovery, just as we proposed it would be earlier in the week. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over what I think is next for Bitcoin, Ethereum and altcoins, and going over those trades that I talked about in Tuesday's video. So let's get into it. So starting as we always do then with Bitcoin itself. So on Tuesday's video, we were talking about the possibility of Bitcoin holding this daily mid-range level of 95k, which has also had confluence with the daily moving average 21. And as you can see, on Tuesday, we had that second spike pretty much leveling with the bottom of Monday's low, and then we recovered pretty well. And then on Wednesday, had a really good day, broke back out of the range high of 98.3k and got back above 100k briefly on Thursday. But we're a little bit lower today. Obviously, we're in and around that 100k level. What we're hoping now is that Bitcoin can just chill sideways, chop around in around that 100k area, and let Ethereum and altcoins have a little bit of a run. In terms of Bitcoin, looking great, as I say, broken out that daily range. As long as we don't deviate back inside that range and close below 98k, then I think we are all good. In terms of Ethereum, going to the higher time frames, we are looking to hold. Look at that for a weekly candle. Came down, tagged that level we talked about on the weekly level and fair value gap of 3.5k, and we're looking like we may well hold above the weekly range high and confirm this breakout. So I talked about on Tuesday the fact how typical it is with crypto. You get a weekly candle close above a weekly level that's been heavy resistance in the past. You finally break over the top of it, and then the following week you come straight back down. However, as you can see, fantastic bounce off of that level of support, and it looks like we may well actually confirm this weekly range high of 3.881 as support. So that is looking very good indeed, with only a couple of days to go, of course, until that weekly candle close. In terms of the daily time frame, again looking great. We bounced off this area that we talked about on Tuesday, where we had the weekly level of support, we had the daily fair value gap, and we even managed to hold the daily moving average 21 as well. Above the RSI 50, green trend bar, all looking great. And as you can see, the last 3 days have been very bullish indeed. Today's daily candle, of course, we want to keep that above 3.881 and close the weekly candle above that weekly range high and confirm that breakout. So Ethereum looking really good. If we then take a look at the altcoins we talked about, so first of all, ADA. So I talked about the potential opportunity of buying in this weekly fair value gap between 88 and 83 cents. Unfortunately, we didn't get that. As you can see, we bottomed on Monday. If we go down to the daily time frame, we didn't get lower than Monday's candle on Tuesday. So unfortunately, didn't get that opportunity to enter a trade in that one. But as you can see, in terms of the present, we've recovered or reclaimed the daily moving average 21, which is good. There is the possibility, though, that we may well be making a bit of a lower high here. So obviously we had these highs put in last week. There is the chance that on the daily time frame we are putting in a bit of a lower high. Hopefully not. Hopefully we can see the week back above that weekly level of $1.24. And if that is the case, we go back to the weekly time frame. Then, of course, a weekly candle close above $1.24, and ADA looks set for another huge run. We could potentially see it hit these previous highs back here of November 21 at $2. So that could be a very fast move from $1.25 up to $2. That could be a 64% move if we do get that weekly candle close back above the weekly level of $1.25. In terms of near, another one that didn't quite get as low as I was hoping for. I was hoping for an entry down here around $5.50-ish, where the weekly level support is the weekly moving average 21, and we had that weekly fair value gap just below us, just in case we had an even deeper pullback. Nice little wick into that area would have been nice into that $5 range. Unfortunately, as I say, similar to ADA, we bottomed on Monday and we didn't go any lower on Tuesday. However, if we zoom in on the daily time frame, there is an opportunity for a trade on depending on the next couple of days. So as you can see with NIA, we did reclaim the daily moving average just about. We're just about hanging on to it at the moment. We are slightly above the RSI 50 with a green trend bar, so this looks fine. However, in terms of a long trigger, I would like to see a daily candle close above this daily level resistance here at $7. If you try and get in as close to $7 as possible, so what I'd be waiting for is a daily candle close above, and then depending on where the daily candle close is, either look for a pullback and retest of this level, or just jump in. If it closes at $7.10, say, that's close enough for me, I would jump in. Basically, I suppose any daily candle close below this wick from Thursday, I'd probably market enter. Anything above that, I would wait for a pullback. I'd have my stop loss just below today's wick, assuming that the lows are in for today. Should be about 4.5%, and then my target for TP2 would be this weekly level of $8.30. So I'd take most of the position off of there, and then I'd leave some in the tank just in case we do break above that $8.30 weekly level, which of course, as you can see, is a huge level, basically a weekly range high. If we break above that, there's no reason why we couldn't actually run all the way to all-time highs, which would be over a 100% move. So $8 up to 20-ish, you're looking at 140%. So if we do get a weekly candle close above $8.30, near looks very bullish indeed, and you've got the opportunity to try and position yourself a little bit earlier. As I say, if we do get that daily candle close above $7, I think that is a really good area for a trade. Now, if you want more trade setups and to be part of a trading and investing online community, then go check out our website at learningcrypto.co.uk. We've got the premium and we've got the traders lounge. So daily analysis, live streams, and obviously with the traders lounge, you get all the trade setups, a dedicated trading live stream as well on Monday evenings. You've got the monthly membership option. You've got the annual where you can save a bit of money, 20% off of that. We've also got the new option of lifetime. So 0.01 BTC for premium for life, 0.02 BTC for traders lounge for life. And of course, that gives you access to the Discord. So this is the swing trades room where I've put in the trades I'm going to go over in a minute. So the Sol, Litecoin, and the DOT trades that I'm going to go over in just a sec. We've also got the day trading as well for any scalpers. We've obviously got all the chats where you can bounce ideas off each other, etc. And of course, the trade success room where you can see plenty of successful trades going in there, not just from analysts but from members as well. So if you want to go check that out, as I say, learningcrypto.co.uk. In terms of the trade setups that we went over on Monday, then, so this is DOT. We talked about on the weekly time frame it holding this weekly level and fair value gap of $7.57. Very nice bounce so far. In terms of the daily time frame, we were obviously down here on Tuesday. I talked about, similar to what I've just gone over with NEAR, if you get a daily close back above the moving average 21 and retest of this daily level support at $8.83, that would be my ideal entry. That's exactly what we've got. We obviously went quite high on Thursday, pulled back a decent amount. So we pulled back about 10%, I think about 8% into that daily level support. That's where I've entered. We're up a little bit, as you can see on the screen. Nothing crazy, as you can see, but just starting to get going. In terms of confluence, this is what I'd deem as a perfect trade entry in terms of you've got the daily level of support that we've reclaimed and holding as support. You've got the daily moving average 21. We're above the RSI 50. We've got a green trend bar on the LC trend momentum indicator. That also comes with the Traders Lounge, by the way, if you're interested. We've got a free version as well. Go search for it. But yeah, all that confluence looks like a really good trade setup. Obviously, stop loss down here. If it does go down there, then so be it. But I think this is a really good trade setup. And depending on when you're watching this video, you may well be able to enter this as well. In terms of Litecoin, went over this on Tuesday, looking at the weekly time frame. I talked about the fact that we were looking to break out of this monthly range high at $110. Weekly, we'd come down, retested this weekly level of previous resistance as support, bouncing off it nicely. On the daily time frame, I entered after we'd put in that second wick on Tuesday, entered right on the weekly fair value gap that we've got here at 106. And as you can see, trending quite nicely. We've reclaimed the moving average 21 on the daily time frame. We're above the RSI 50, green trend bar. We've hit TP1, so stop loss is at break even. So even if this does roll over and come back down, I don't lose nothing. I've taken a little bit profit off the table, and it's currently running at the percentage you can see on the screen at the moment. So again, nothing too crazy, but if it gets up to TP2 and then obviously breaks out this monthly range high, then that should be a very profitable trade indeed. Finally, Solana. Weekly time frame I talked about on Tuesday. I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. If we ever got the opportunity to buy 204, that'd be a really good trade opportunity this week on the weekly time frame. In terms of the daily, again, as I say, got in on that second tap on Tuesday. It's unfortunately not looking too great in terms of the fact that it's rejecting the moving average 21 on the daily time frame. It's rejecting the RSI 50 by the looks of things, so may well be coming back down to break even. If it does, then so be it. I've already taken TP1, as you can see, and stop loss is at break even. So if it does roll over, then so be it. I've taken my profits. And then finally, in terms of Injective, this isn't one I went over on Tuesday, but just a little added extra that I think could be a good trading setup. Excuse me, if it plays out. So on the weekly time frame, you can see we've broken out this weekly range high of $28. It looks like we're holding it as support after tapping the weekly moving average 21. If we go down to the daily, you can see that what I'm waiting for as a trigger, we held the daily fair value gap down here at $25, $26. We held the daily level of $27 as well. What I'm now waiting for, because I missed this move, is I'm now waiting for a daily candle close to reclaim the daily moving average 21. If that is the case, then I'll probably get in as close to the daily moving average 21 as possible. Probably put my stop loss just below today's wick, again assuming that the lows of today are in, and that's where I'll look to target obviously these highs and then keep some of the position in for beyond. That's about a 4-to-1 risk reward, which looks good to me. So let me know in the comments below, did you take these trades on? What trades have you taken for yourselves? What altcoins are you looking at to play over a potential Santa rally? Let us know in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next video.